My name is Gerald Lamina, stage name GANIMAL. I live here in Austin, Texas. Grew up in New Jersey. Mom's from Brooklyn, dad's from Philly. I'm a Jersey boy through and through, but I started my musical career here in Austin, Texas.
Yes. We're live, bitches.
The Yacht Week, I mean, obviously it's like pretty well renowned. I used to live in Spain. I personally went to Croatia but did not attend the Yacht Week. It was kind of something I wanted to check off my bucket list, but I wanted to wait for the right time, right moment, and honestly, with this opportunity, it feels like the right time and the right moment. And there's so many. That's like the hardest question ever. So, no order, just my three most influential. I start with Mac Miller. I have a painting of him over there. He was getting big as I was growing up. He was growing up the same time I was. He was like 2 years older than me. And he was growing up in Pittsburgh, which is about like 4 or 5 hours where I grew up from. And he would come to Philly all the time and play. And we loved him. We loved his mixtape. We loved Kids, Best Day Ever, The High Life. And he was in that era where all those white rappers were kind of getting traction. The Chris Webby, the Asher Roth. And everyone thought Mac was just going to be one of those guys. Mac was the only one who evolved as an artist and progressed through the music scene. Like, he didn't have a one-hit wonder. Like, seeing him from start to finish, I love all his music, like from start to finish, but seeing that change and that evolution is super inspiring, because in his beginning songs, he talks about like following your dreams and like not caring what people think about you. And those are very generic pieces of advice, but no one follows them because they're afraid. And that's something that I loved about him and his message and his vibe, was that he went after it and he fucking did it. We watched a kid that we knew who was 16 date Ariana Grande, and we were like, bro, he like made it. Seeing that progression and that perseverance was really inspiring, and that's why he's like a top for me. Purple Disco Machine, that's from Dresden, Germany. Something I appreciate about him, not only is his sound, I mean, he popularized disco house, but what I appreciate is, one, him recycling sounds and modernizing them, and I love it too because he did not pop off. This guy has been doing music since fucking early 2000, when he was like 20, 25. His music didn't stick or slap. He didn't start going on tour until the past like 2 years. And that, again, is just so motivating and inspiring, because it's like, there is no timeline to this. And then the last one that's really important, Odessa. They're probably one of my favorite artists, like by far. In my opinion, they made electronic music approachable to the average person. You hear it in the grocery stores now, in H&M when you're shopping for clothes. And I think that's what music's about, is bringing people together from different walks of life. And I think they do a really, really good job of that with their sound. Other than me, like always wanting to, I've always just loved the energy, the environment curation that you have as a DJ. You know, a good music and a good DJ can make or break a party or an event. I picked up a board May of 2021, so almost 2 years ago. I didn't actually sit down with it until Christmas of 2021, when I was quarantined in New York because I had COVID. I just sat and I mixed and learned the ones and twos, but very active person, very extroverted, and I feel like that part of the DJing never really fit my personality potentially. But as of late, I've been, I guess, embracing my introverted side, which has allowed me to get good at DJing, which I really enjoy, because I never had something that I could just do and sit there by myself for hours. I used to play soccer competitively, and that was my thing. But when that ended, I was lost. I lost my identity, and I didn't have that thing that I was really passionate about. And I found that in music and DJing, namely. I've performed all over Austin. That's kind of why I moved down here. I've performed on boats here, after parties, underground stuff, parties that I've planned. I wanted to curate the environment where you know everyone's there for the music. There's no phones out. And you can be experimental, and as long as the audience trusts you, So segueing into what was my favorite gig, it was probably Christmas. Like we threw a huge Christmas party. There was like 300 people there, packed into this super cool venue. It felt like a boiler room. It's called Highbrow Lowbrow. Shout out. It was the turning point for me in, okay, I'm gonna take this actually way more seriously. And it was like kind of eye-opening. I was like, you have to chase this. Like, you are an idiot for not going after it if you don't do it.
Oh. That's it, dude.
I've lived in the past 6 years, I've lived in 6 different cities, 2 different countries. I have a wide taste in music, which I think is necessary for this. You need to appeal to the crowd. You need to play to the crowd. You need to keep it funky fresh. You want people to be like, that DJ was awesome. That DJ kept me dancing, musicated me a little bit. You know, you don't want to like go way overboard with that, but you definitely want to introduce new music to people, especially in the summer. Everyone's looking for new music and new songs, you know?
Fuck yeah, baby.
I think I'm very adaptable and dynamic in that sense. Even as a person, like I've moved around so much, made new friends, learned new languages to live in different countries, and I can apply that skill set to DJing, especially DJing in front of an eclectic crowd. And then the last bit is that I bring the energy. I mean, like everyone knows when I'm playing, it's gonna be a high energy dancing set. Everyone knows it's gonna be a good ass time. It's like, no, Gerald's gonna get on and get this place fucking rocking. These parties we throw, the age ranges from 25 to 50. And that's where I think I excel, is bringing people together for a common interest, common goal, and helping them have a good time. And that, honestly, to just put it in one underlying theme and term and sentence, is like, that's why I love DJing. I love bringing people together so that they can enjoy themselves. I like when people can let go of their inhibitions and totally be who they want to be and enjoy the moment. And I think music is a great medium for that. And when I'm DJing and supplying that music, putting that music out there, that's what happens. And that's why I love it. That's what keeps my heart beating, and that's what keeps me like loving the whole process and the whole journey in this, like in this journey of music. It's not the fucking, what do you call it?
It's not you.
Sometimes you, sometimes me. Always us.